guys, it's Sarah and I'm going to continue on my Project Life card Purge. So this will be part 2. I have a couple of these things here that I need to see what these are about. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mini kits and then 2 other things. So I have a Polka Dot Party by Dear Lizzie. I have Cut and Paste by Amy Tangerine. I have Plus One by Amy Tangerine. I have Flea Market by Maggie Holmes. I'm not gonna lie to you, I might keep all of those because that's like my favorite. And then I also have a Maggie Holmes edition, which I actually really like too. So I'll probably, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, some of these might not, there might not be a whole lot. And the mini kits don't have as much. So I don't have 10 of each cards in here. So these will probably be a little bit more of a keep for me, more than anything. However, I'm not gonna keep these in the boxes. I'm gonna really try to keep all of my Project Life cards in this one container and have it in one spot. And then I do have 2 of these, what are these called? They're Project Life by Heidi Swapp, and they have some 4x6 cards and some 3x4 cards, and then some chipboard pieces as well. All of these chipboard pieces I'm gonna probably put with my die cuts in my Heidi Swapp die cuts because both of these are Heidi Swapp, so that makes it easy. And so I'll mostly be putting these in my die cut pack. It's not a big deal. And then these, you know, the cards are what I'm gonna be concentrating on. So we're just gonna have to see how all of it goes. But yeah. Today's probably not going to be as brutal because, you know, a couple of these Maggie Holmes ones for sure, I think I'm probably going to keep the whole thing. And we'll see about the Amy Tan stuff, but yeah. All right, so let's get started. I will do these things right here live, and then when I get to the mini kits, I'll speed it up. This is a little Studio Calico 4x6 paper pad. This has some vellum and so like some printed vellum, as you can see, and then a couple of these are like, you know, you can cut them up to be 3x4, and then there are some cards here as well. So I will definitely hang on to these and just stick them in my the 4x6 slot, I think, probably up front so that I can see it. And yeah, these are cute, and a lot of these by Cura Gold foil as well. So yeah, I will hang on to these for sure. The one that had the map on it, where was that? This one right here. This would be great for when we're moving because I can do like a little, you know, enamel dot on where we're moving from and then where we're moving to. That would be cute. So yeah, I'm gonna hang on to that for sure, the whole thing. Now these are tricky because these are lined. Oh, actually, no, they're not. Look, okay, I thought they were tricky, but they're not. So these are lined 4x6 cards. And when I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh, that's like awkward because I don't use them up like this. I do have some in my kids' school album that I will do like this size, a 4x6 vertical, but not in my regular Project Life. But flip them over the back and look, they're that. So I'm gonna just take like a little chunk of them and put them in with my kids' school album. I already have a little stack right here for things that are good for school. And then the rest can just be like this. So I'm gonna throw this away. I don't think I want like big chunky packaging in here. So I'm just gonna stick those kind of towards the front so that I can see them. And then these are Midnight Edition cardstock cards. So, sorry, my iPad just went off. I'm going to turn on Lucifer as soon as I go to my sped up part, but it's kind of sitting there waiting for me. All right, these are for the Midnight Edition, and they're cardstock. You know, they're just the cardstock colors that go really nicely, but there's like a gray and a cream and a yellow and another darker gray and an even darker gray and then a black. So these can, you know, kind of go with whatever. So I will stick these in here as well. Those are good neutrals to use. So I will hang on to these for 4x6. And okay, now we are going to get into the mini kits. So I'm going to go ahead and just start from the top and work my way down. And Yep, I'm thinking like the first two at least. I might not be getting rid of much, but we're just gonna have to see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and speed you guys up. All right, so we're gonna go really quick here because I'm obviously not, gonna explain every single card. I don't have time for that, and neither do you guys. But this first one here is the Polka Dot Party from Dear Lizzie, and I end up keeping a lot of this. And I don't know, I really liked it. It's really cute. And as you can see, there's two of each card. So I'm really looking at both sides, and one is usually for journaling, the other one is more decorative. So I'm definitely separating them in between, journaling and decorative cards, and kind of which sides I like better, and all that stuff. So there are a few here and there that I do put in my giveaway pile just because they're not really my style, but it's okay. Most of them I end up keeping. Now this is one of the Maggie Holmes, and oh my gosh, I love it. I love Maggie Holmes, let me tell you. Yeah, so I end up keeping, oh gosh, I think I keep everything in here. I really honestly do. I just love them so much. I think they're so beautiful. I really like her aesthetic. And again, just dividing them up. And then a couple times through some of these mini kits, if I only liked one side, I would keep both the cards and just keep them on that one side. That did happen a couple times. But since there's only two of each card, it's definitely not as overwhelming. All right, this one is the Amy Tangerine +1, which is definitely a different feel and a different style. It's very bold, lots of really bold colors and patterns, but I still really like them. And so I am dividing these up again. And as you can see, I do get rid of a couple things in this one. Sometimes it's the orientation, sometimes it's just, I can't realistically see myself using them. So I am, definitely being a little bit choosy, but I don't end up keeping everything in this one. And as you can see, the colors are very bold as well, like the blues and pinks and greens and all that. All right, this one is the Amy Tangerine Cut and Paste. This one is a little bit more subtle as far as the patterns go. And I think this was her first one. So I end up keeping a little bit more out of this one just because it is a little bit more subtle. And, again, just back and forth, back and forth. Checking both sides to make sure I keep the patterns that I really like. And then I'm dividing them up into the patterned and filler cards and the journaling cards there. All right, this one is, I believe this is Dear Lizzie Polka Dot Party. So I'm going through these, and I think I end up keeping all those 4x6s. And some of this was used, I think I used some of this in a mini album a long time ago. But as you can see, there's still a ton left, It's crazy how much comes in these kits, and then you just keep buying them and buying them. It's insane. All right, so that one is done. And now I'm going to get into these Heidi Swapp ones, and I'm only going to take out the cards because the chipboard I'm going to put somewhere else. These are all gold foil, and yeah, a lot of them are hard for me to use because a lot of them are vertical only. There's no back sides to these. So I just keep a couple and then put a couple aside for the girls' school albums that I could use, and then the rest I'm giving away. And then I'm for this one, I'm keeping the ones that I like and I'm giving away the rest. It's just not, exactly what I'm looking for. Now for this one, I realized these are overlays and, transparencies and stuff. And even though I'm going through them right now, I'm going to actually put them back because I end up not really liking them that much. So I'm going to go ahead and just repackage them up, and I'm going to give this one away, which I will talk about in just a second here. But this is kind of the point where I realized I really don't think I'm going to use any of these in my album personally. So I'm going to go ahead and put them back, and I will come back here live in just a second. Okay, guys. So these are starting to get full, which is awesome. These are just like the decorative ones or the filler cards and things that have nice patterns on them. These are journaling, and then these are kind of like fussy cut type of things. So I am excited to go through my other two larger core kits and pick out some from there. But as you could tell, I didn't get rid of a ton from my little mini kits here because I just really liked a lot of the patterns, and there were only 2 of each card. So if I liked both sides, then I kept them, and I did that for a majority of them. And I have decided that this one right here, this Heidi Swapp one, this is an overlay. Like a lot of these are overlays, and I'm just not going to use those. So I'm going to go ahead and give this away as a package deal. So I'm not going to worry too much about this one. So now I have 2 core kits left. So these are the big core kits, the ones that come with 616 cards in them. I have this one right here is the Kiwi edition. As you can see, I have a ton. And I haven't used very much out of this one. So I'm not 1000% sure how much I'm going to be getting rid of, but this, like I said, is a large kit. So this is the one that has like 10 of each card, which I obviously don't need, but we're going to see. If I like the patterns enough and they're neutral enough for me, I will probably, you know, keep like maybe 2 of each. We're going to see how it all goes. And then I also have the Midnight Edition. This one I have used a bit, but again, guys, I've used a bit. Oh, this doesn't belong in there. Oh, none of these belong in here. Okay. I have some overlays in here apparently as well from Project Life. And yep. Okay, so I think I was trying to use them up with this. But look, I've used this one, you know, but I still have so much. These are incredibly neutral though. These are like mostly black and white and yellow. So yeah, these are going to be kind of like maybe keeping a good amount just because they have enough in here that I could use with anything in any color scheme. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'll start with the Midnight one since I have previously used some of it and I have some extra random stuff in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those out. But yeah, these are like little overlays, and I haven't even opened these, I don't think. Yeah, and I don't know if that I'm into the overlays, to be honest with you. These are supposed to be, you know, putting them like over pictures and stuff. I just really don't find myself wanting to do that necessarily. Oh, the bottom of this is open. Whoops. So yeah, I don't think these are things that I'm going to keep. I will just take a look, but yeah, I really just don't think so. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and set this in the donate pile here and not worry about that. And then I have some more in here, which are, again, from Becky Higgins. And yep, I really honestly, guys, don't see myself using these. So I liked them at the time when I bought them, but now I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I really don't see myself using these. So I will add these to that pile as well. And I'm going to have to throw these in a bag because I don't have any packaging for that, but I can do that no problem. So, yeah. Okay, now right off the bat here, I don't have that many 4x6 cards in this one, but this one has a date stamped on it. So November 2nd, 2015 to November 8th, 2015. My 2015 is done. So apparently I didn't use this. I think I might have gone to monthly for 2015, the second part. So yeah, definitely don't need that anymore, but I can cover that up with something. So I'm probably just going to keep that because I like it actually. And the only thing I don't like about some of these kits is the folded card option. I just don't like that. I don't like having that line in the middle, but you know, whatever. And yeah, so not a ton of these in here, but I'll keep a little bit and probably get rid of a little bit. And I've used a few of these before. I remember using some of these, but okay. But like something like this is a good neutral, you know, or I could cut that out if I want to. So, all right. Yep. So 4x6s were easy. And now I'm going to work on the 3x4s. I have quite a bit here, so I will go ahead and get started on these. All right, guys, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go through my midnight kit, and I'm going to put some aside and then put some in a giveaway pile. And then I do end up moving on to the Kiwi kit, and I start to do that as well. And then I kind of have a little bit of an epiphany. And you're going to see that here in a second. But yeah, I won't spoil it. You'll see it in a few minutes. But I am going through this one regardless. And the more I go through this, the more I just realize how great it is, because it is so neutral that I can literally use this kit with anything else that I have. I can use it to tone down colors. I can use it with any type of color scheme because it's literally black and white with some yellow thrown in. And it's just, it really would work for not only Project Life, but any other type of pocketed scrapbooking I plan to do as well. And so it was breaking my heart a little bit to get rid of, you know, some really neutral stuff, even though it is a lot. And that's the whole point of this, is that I have a lot. But yeah, it really was, as I was, you know, making this pile, I was like, oh man, do I want to get rid of all this? So this is one of the rare times that I'm second guessing myself right now. And so you're going to see how I, you know, what solution I come up with here in just a second. But yeah, I really do, like, you know, I go through all of this stuff, and then I pull out the Kiwi edition as well. And I, you know, get started on that one. I do go through the 4x6 cards. I don't need all these 4x6 cards. They're very bold, and so I don't want to use a whole bunch of these multiple times. So I really am going to get rid of a few of these here. And then when I pull out my 4x6 card, or the 3x4 cards, that's when I kind of have my epiphany type thing, which I will explain live here in just a second. But I have my keep pile there for those, and then a giveaway pile as well, and then I will be back here live in just a second to talk to you about what I end up doing. Okay guys, now I'm having a little bit of an epiphany. Okay, so I have my core kit out for the Kiwi kit right here. These are my 3x4 cards. I did keep a good amount of the 4x6s, which I'm just going to leave that as good, and then, you know, I'll add these to my pile to give away. But I have all of these from the midnight kit as well, and I really did like keep a good amount of it actually, but then I have these I was going to give away. But my issue with this is that these are just so incredibly neutral that I can really use these with anything, and I could even use them on layouts. So I'm debating keeping these, even though I've already like separated stuff out. And I'm debating keeping everything from my Kiwi kit. And it's, you know, I don't know. I'm struggling a little bit though, because there's just so many of each card. So for like this one here, let's see, 1, 2, if I can get them apart, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 8 of each card. I don't necessarily need all that, but, you know, part of it is because I have room in here. I have plenty of room in here to put all these in here. So I'm wondering if I should just keep them for now, and then if this starts to get full again, like this would be the first one I go through and start purging some stuff. But these are like, they're not necessarily neutral. They're kind of bright colors, but they go so well with a lot of things, you know, like just the pinks and the blues and some oranges and all that. So I think I'm gonna keep these for now. Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is go through, and I'm going to make sure like both sides are shown as I'm flipping, as I will be flipping through these things. So I'll take like half of them and put them on the other side so that I can see both sides of them. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put them in here. I'll keep all these together though, like one core kit together, because you can't see it right now. Let me push this up. But I still have 2 full empty spots here that I can put cards in. So I'm thinking I could do the Kiwi and the Midnight back here, and then when this thing starts getting full again, these will be the first things I go to and start kind of getting rid of stuff. But my 4x6s is full and it's nice and good. Again, this is like the special types of cards. These are decorative. These are kind of fussy cut, but I might actually stick these in here so that they're not flying all over the place, because right now they kind of are. So I think I'll stick these like right up front here. Or actually, maybe I'll just put them here. Even though these are also like gonna fly everywhere, so I'm gonna need to figure something out there. And then these are journaling cards, and I still have 3 empty spots here. Yes, I'll be collecting some more in the future when I get some with kits and stuff, which is totally fine, so I'm not too worried about that. But I think with everything that I am currently getting rid of and what I'm keeping, I'm really comfortable with that, and I would be comfortable keeping these as well. So I think I'm just gonna do that. So I will go ahead and stick my Midnight ones. I've already divided them up in here as well, but maybe I'll stick them here so that this isn't flying all over the place. And then my Kiwi stuff I will probably put back here. So I'm just going to go through these, and I'm going to flip half of them around so that both sides are showing. And then I will come back in just a second. Okay guys, so I am done. I have 2 empty spots here, which is fantastic, so I have a little bit of room to grow, but all of my Project Life stuff is in here now. I have all of my Midnight stuff here, which I didn't put in here, and it's totally fine. I'm not too worried about. I am really, really happy with just having this, and I really would be surprised if I even got through all this stuff. So I'm really, really happy with this. Now, let's talk about the giveaway, because I'm not 1000% sure how I'm going to be able to do this, to do the Project Life giveaway cards. I'm trying to decide if I'm just going to throw all of my random ones into my giveaway boxes, and I might just do that. And then have the Heritage Edition that I have here. I have these, and I have a bunch of 4x6s as well. Do this one separately, specific, because it is a very specific type of kit and a type of feel. So I think I might do a special giveaway for the Heritage kit, and then the Project Life regular random things I will just stick into my giveaway boxes. So I think that's just what I'm gonna end up doing. It's gonna be easiest. But I will actually have a week of giveaways after my purge is done, so I will just have that included there, so keep on the lookout for that. And depending on how many boxes I have and how many things I have ready to go, I'm gonna try to do a week of giveaways, and that would be just amazing. Hopefully it will end up being able to work out that way. But let me know if you guys have any questions. I am really, really excited that I pared down my Project Life cards. This is so much less intimidating, and that way every time I do Project Life, I can just pull this box out, and then I can pull whatever out I need to use to make my spreads. And it's much, much more manageable, and I still was able to keep almost 2 entire core kits, so that's really awesome. And that's going to be it for me today. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.